mentioned Cliff Kingsbury, but do y'all feel like he's on the hot seat?
For what?
No.
You don't think so?
Well,
I mean, he's not because I was about to say he's not because who's out there. But in my opinion, bro, I'm getting rid of Kingsbury and bringing in Brian Flores. That's just me.
Why? The division is hard as crap. Like,
It is,
It's
but
not an easy division.
Kingsbury, in my opinion, in
just
that
made the
division,
playoffs.
Cardinals, 49ers, Rams, and who else? Seahawks.
This was their first.
No,
playoff
the
game.
Seahawks are,
Okay,
they rebuilding now.
Yeah,
I was about to say, like,
Just
Seahawks,
really the Rams
by
are-
default, they're rebuilding. But if, I don't know, Kingsbury, in my opinion, is tied for, him and Pete Carroll have to be the two worst coaches in that division. Not saying they're bad coaches, but just out of McVay and Shanahan. In my opinion, I would say they're both.
Shanahan's record only looks that bad because of like the QBs he was dealt.
Because
to
Jimmy
with.
Garoppolo wasn't there.
This is my thing with Kingsbury and the Cardinals, bro. All season, people were saying, "Oh, the Cardinals lit. Their weapons." Hey, well, this is with Nuke. Their weapons, all this stuff, they lit. How can Nuke go down and all of a sudden the Cardinals are like,
Nuke's a top 5 receiver in the league, bro. Like, I mean, he makes a big. That's like look at the Packers without Devontae.
Devontae.
Yeah, that's literally just take Devontae away.
Look.
They're gonna lose.
But did they against the Cardinals? Who's a
I
great
mean, Aaron
team?
Rodgers is the top 3
okay.
quarterback.
That was a bad example.
Aaron Rodgers,
Okay, let's look at Justin Jefferson. Did you take him out? Okay, the Vikings.
take
are gonna-
Jamar Chase away.
You know what I mean? Like you
Take,
take the number 1 receiver away from a team. You take the quarterback's favorite weapon away from the team.
Yep.
Of course, they're gonna struggle. But like,
My thing is just, I think the narrative around them got lost in the middle of the season when they started losing. And then hey, we're going back into the regular season, but you lose to the Detroit Lions, your season is qualified, in my opinion.
Bro,
That was a
had
trap
to
game.
kick, had to
I
kick
just-
and then the Ravens had
We-
to kick the longest field goal.
Yeah, in
history
NFL
to
history,
beat-
but we won, though. We won. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, it was,
so that's just how I see it. I mean, nothing against the Cardinals. I like Kyler and everything, but Kingsbury, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of his, though. That's just me.
so with that being said, y'all said that he may or may not be on the hot seat, but like it was like 7 coaches that got booted already. Like
Rightfully so. Yeah.
out of all of those teams, like which do you feel like is like the most desirable position for a head coach? The Dolphins, the Texans, Broncos, Bears, Jags,
Bears, they
Giants,
got-
or Vikings?
The Bears got a solid defense. They got a quarterback. They
I
got
was
a
gonna go Vikings
Vikings. Why?
because the Vikings have a
Bro,
great offense, bro. They have.
You know who's in that division?
Hold wait. Listen. He might not be there next year. You got
Stand, bro.
two top 10 receivers, a top 5 running back.
Adam Thielen's top 10.
Top 10 and what?
Okay, top 15,
He
top
was,
20,
he
whatever.
was.
Okay.
Bro, have you seen all these wide receivers just came in?
Whatever. Okay, Adam
Thielen got
Thielen's
pushed. I'm a Thielen guy, but like he's gotten pushed out.
top 20.
He
Y'all wanna
got
say
pushed
top
out
20?
for the other guy.
Top
Cooper
20.
Kupp.
Top 20. Justin Jefferson, top 5, top 10, right?
Top 10, yeah.
10.
Dalvin Cook,
I wouldn't
top
say
5.
Love him, but
And then the defense, you got a top 10 defense, maybe.
no.
They gotta stop. They can't.
You don't think so?
They can't stop the Packers, really.
I was about to say the Vikings. The only reason why I wouldn't go there is because you have to employ Kirk Cousins for at least another season. I'm not.
Oh, but Kirk
don't get me
Cousins can
wrong.
take you to the playoffs.
I love
Yeah,
it. No, and it's not about Kirk. I love Pat Pete, but when your number 1 corner is like pushing 30,
30.
32,
You know what I'm saying? It's like
no, it's not gonna work.
Well,
Your
okay, if it's not the
defense
Vikings,
ain't
it's,
gonna cut
it's
it.
not the Bears either.
Why
as far
not?
as the
Why
Bears.
not?
What's wrong with the Bears?
Bro, what? The Bears,
Best.
what is their offense? Who's their number 1 receiver? Allen Robinson may not even re-sign, bro. You got Darnell Mooney. That's your number 1?
I mean,
I take it.
Nah, bro.
I take him.
Okay, you taking the Bears over the Dolphins and the Vikings? The Dolphins is a
yeah.
good spot
This
too.
is my
The
thing,
Dolphins are gonna be
I
always
see- I
third
know-
in the division.
I
Well,
know
they
what
could be a wild card team.
bro. I know what I'm gonna get out of the Vikings. The
You hear
Vikings
yourself?
have a limit. I was about to say the
I
Vikings.
don't
The
think-
Vikings have a limit, in my opinion. The Bears, we don't know what they're capable of. Justin Fields, he literally just scratched. Bro, he played under a coach who was supposed to be an offensive coach. The dude was bottom 5 in every offensive category.
Bro,
so
okay, we're waiting to see what'll happen with that. But you already know what you have with Kirk. Kirk can take you to the playoffs
and lose.
That offense is good. We don't know if Justin Fields can go to the playoffs or not yet.
I don't know, man.
It's too early to say that right now with the Bears. You know what I mean? I'm just going with
guess.
something
Bro,
you
they
already
were just
know.
in the playoffs like a couple years ago.
They were.
But Justin Fields wasn't their QB.
Yeah, he's better than
I
was
feel
it
like
Andy
he's better
Dalton?
than. No, it's Mitchell.
It was Mitch?
It was Mr.
Oh,
Trubisky
come on.
at the time.
Thank you.
Come on,
yeah,
bro.
come on.
Come
Thank
on,
you.
if they
Nah,
can make
look,
the playoffs with
I'm-
Mr. Trubisky in that defense, they can do it
I'm
with Justin Fields.
I'm standing on the Vikings.
He just
bro.
got to learn how to make smart decisions and have a coach to trust him and believe
So
in him.
you going with the Bears too?
Yeah.
What's your pick?
I mean, if I had to pick, What's available?
Like the Texans are kind of okay, but
Nah, the Texans. I feel like that's the worst landing spot.
Yeah, I
bro.
was about to say because
it's nothing there.
bro, their owner is like a
Brian
isn't he
Flores
like a
go-
pastor? Their owner of the team is like a pastor or something. Like he doesn't even know football. He's running.
if Brian Flores comes to the Texans, that might keep Deshaun to stay. Probably not.
I mean, Deshaun did want to play with Brian anyway.
That's
but-
the only way he
I
stays.
was about to say Brian got fired, or he.
I don't know why he got
'cause
fired. The
'cause he-
Dolphins.
It's because he wanted Deshaun Watson, and the owner was like not trying to take that PR hit. So he was like, that's why when he got fired in that press conference, he said, "We're done going for Deshaun Watson," because he was like, "I'm not."
I mean,
I'm
he
not
already
taking it."
he kind of had that already know like the water was a little murky there.
Yeah.
For what?
But
Because
if
he wanted Deshaun, the owner wanted Tua. Like
How's
Brian
that?
Brian didn't want Tua, and Tua knew that.
he did, but the
I mean,
the
who would
issue,
want to?
Tua's not horrible. I put
His brother's
honestly,
better than him.
hey, shout out to what's his name?
Tyler
Ty.
Park. He putting them numbers
I
up
don't know
there.
his name.
Yeah,
but
was just
he
like
good.
Tyler Tagovailoa or
It's
something.
some-
like
some-
that.
crazy.
Nobody thinks the Broncos is a good spot.
Who's their quarterback? My
You're gonna be
point,
third
my
in the
point
division.
exactly.
You could go with
My
Teddy.
point.
The reason why I would
Teddy's not a
go.
bad pick.
The reason
Teddy
why,
too hurt? Nah, bro.
I said Teddy too.
Come on, bro.
The
I
reason-
love Teddy, but it's like, yo, he always get himself hurt, and now he got himself hurt this year.
And then
Why did he dive head first?
Who's the
in
backup?
The air?
Who's
like,
the
come
backup?
on, bro.
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. Yeah.
So
I saw. I can't remember who
Sorry,
it was.
Drew
I don't know
Lock.
if it was like a somebody was like, if Drew Lock isn't anything but like a transitional quarterback to a franchise quarterback next year,
Then you don't
that
have a
team's not
quarterback.
gonna make it anywhere.
that team just has so much talent, bro. It's
Where?
just a QB.
Bro, the defense.
This is
Look
yeah. I'm
at
about to
the
say
receiving room.
League the
All of a
defense is
sudden,
top 3 though.
Jerry
You can't
Judy,
lie,
Tim
defense.
Patrick.
I'm just
bro.
saying we beat him.
We did.
Congrats, man.
Hey, look.
They're a QB away, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. They're a QB away.
The reason why I would go with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is the reason why, bro. They have you, bro. You
Look
can.
at League face. Look
I
at
know,
League face.
I know. I see league face. Y'all see league face. The reason why I'm going with the Jaguars, ladies and gentlemen, is because of this one reason. You can start fresh. They have the second most cap space coming up next year. They got Trevor Lawrence. They're gonna have a top pick next year. So if you don't like Trevor Lawrence, bro, get rid of him. He still has a whole bunch of value in the league. So just for that reason alone, that you can start fresh and build the team in your own image. Because every other team we listed, the Vikings, they already have a team built in someone else's image. The Giants, what the hell was Joe Judge doing? The Bears, I just talked about Matt Nagy.
about the
The
Giants.
Broncos, Vic Fangio, come on now. He was upset that we went for a record, and he is out of the job. The Dolphins, Brian Flores built the team in his image, but
I feel like
The
we're
owner-
not
the
talking
owner-
about how good the Dolphins are constructed.
that's what I'm
No,
saying.
they're
Yeah,
constructed
Dolphins-
good, but they're in the division with the Bills,
Bills and the Patriots.
Okay, but you look at
regardless,
the
they're always
Bears.
going to be the third.
The Bears are in the division with the Packers, so they're at least finishing second or third. And then you got the Vikings. The Vikings might finish better than them too.
Okay, but you just said who just said Aaron Rodgers might not be there next year?
Oh, I also said that.
Yeah, I was you just said that. So at the same time,
Yeah.
they're in the division with the Packers, but Aaron Rodgers.
Where you
could
gonna
leave.
go?
The Steelers.
And
I was about to say he could go
he could
anywhere.
go to the Steelers. He could go to the Broncos. Like I said, a QB away.
I don't think Rodgers go to Mahomes' division. I don't think he would.
Yeah,
do
he
that.
does like Mike Tomlin though. So the Steelers.
Yeah, I keep seeing stuff
Where
with
the
the
hell y'all
Steelers.
getting this Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin love?
They had like
They
a
winked at each
conversation.
other.
Or, yeah, they winked.
Well, so apparently that was because of he tried to catch him
Yeah, he was
offside.
trying to get 12 minutes. No, he said he was
Yeah,
trying to catch him with 12
he was
minutes.
going to
on the
admit to like
That was
freaking
all.
Tampering.
Tamper, yeah. That's
Oh,
the thing.
He's going to admit to tampering on TV.
But yeah, if I had to pick a team, I'd honestly say the Jags. Because, I mean, bro, of all the teams, Vikings, Jaguars, Giants, Bears, Broncos, Dolphins, Texans, who has the best quarterback? Not name Deshaun Watson. Kirk Cousins?
The Jaguars are like the Jaguars are like a cursed organization, just like the
It
Lions.
might be a Kirk Cousins. Out of all of them, it might be Kirk
I
Cousins.
mean, it probably is Kirk. It
Out of
probably
all
is.
of these teams we listed, Kirk Cousins is the best QB.
Yes. Now, who has the most upside out of all the teams listed?
Justin Fields.
It's either Justin or Trevor.
I would argue Kirk is at the bottom. So that's my argument against the
That's
Vikings.
not what you said initially.
That's not, but that's
Your
my
initial
argument.
question-
said he's at the
His
bottom.
initial
There you
question
go.
was, "What is the best QB available?" Right?
Yeah,
right
well-
now, out of all of them, it's Kirk Cousins. It's Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I think I look at it because I just look at it like moving forward. What would I want to do? That's why. Because right now, okay, I guess moving forward too. But
Would
like,
you not want to play with Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook?
No, of course I would. I would definitely want to coach him if I was going into a team. But at the same time, like I said, I want to build a team in my image. If I'm a coach,
Dalvin Cook is just made
I'm
on
trying-
paper, bro. I don't know if I can trust him.
nah, Devin Cook, he has bad.
Bro, yeah, he'll get hurt, but he'll still put up 1,000 yards. He'll still carry you through games when he's there.
Are they in
He
the
will.
playoffs?
You want to talk about cursed franchises, bro? The Vikings have lost on last kick so many times that we all watched. Bro, I would never forget that Seahawks game in the playoffs. They won.
What
the
was the
game.
score? 10-9.
Bro, they won the game, bro. And somehow they lost, bro. Like,
Isn't that the game where Peterson fumbled and like
No, I think all I know is the kicker missed the kick, and it was a 22-yard.
I do
kick,
remember
bro.
that,
He
bro.
missed it,
I think I seen it on Twitter the other day.
You gonna talk about curse? And then all them years of Randy Moss when he was in his prime and they couldn't get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
a pretty poverty franchise too.
yeah.